right, Capricorn, it's your turn. It's your turn. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jules, and this is Hidden Jules Tarot. Oh, yeah? It's gonna be like that, huh? A new direction. Going in a new direction, okay. Well, we sure are, but, thank you to my subscribers. My new subscribers, welcome. Thank you for returning as well. While we're getting going here, a couple of things. I am open for private readings. All the information is down in the description box below. Also have an angel tree link for a nonprofit that I support. And I also have an Etsy store link as well. So if you need anything for Christmas, I've got some cutie little tarot card wrapping paper on there. But I've got some new decks. This is the Abundant Attraction. We're also going to get into some hard truths, okay? Because I am not the tarot reader that's going to give you some surface level clickbaity bullshit. Sorry. Not going to happen. I will, however, see, in authenticity. Won't do it. Ain't going to play with it. I will tell you what you need to hear, though. Okay, what else do we have for Capricorn? What else do we have for Capricorn? It's almost your season. It's almost your season. Okay, look, uniquely gifted. Yes, on the bottom of the deck, you are uniquely gifted, possessing abilities and strengths that are perfectly designed to fulfill your soul's purpose. Nurture your talents and use them to create the impact only you can make. Okay? It's the overarching theme behind this new direction, infinite self. Things that are blocking this deal, these are the shadows, which is undeserving and inauthenticity. So we've been acting out of alignment because we haven't been being true to ourselves, and it stems from some type of unworthiness wound, which tells me that there was once upon a time some type of abandonment, betrayal, and it has us in self-doubt. Especially for a Capricorn, y'all are solid folks, man. Solid folks. My dad was a Capricorn. Very hardworking. You're forgetting who you truly are. And like I said, it's causing some type of blockage to your flow of energy here. This is the year, we're closing the year of the snake, so you better shed the rest of this hill, like here, because a new direction is coming. And Spirit's asking you to really look at your infinite self here. It says the path to abundance is not about acquiring more, but uncovering the infinite potential within you. And the only way to do that is to release these shadow aspects over here. As your journey inward will discover that your true self is limitless, capable of manifesting everything that you've envisioned. That's that unwavering faith in the you, as in you, universe. Like I said, we are very powerful beings, and on the bottom here with that uniquely gifted, there's only one of you. We are fragments of a collective consciousness, but this is your unique journey. It's your universe. You co-create your universe. How you perceive things. Look, limitless universe as well as down here. So, love to see it. Okay, let's put this over here. Okay, and then we're going to get into the tarot. I have this Kim Cran's archetype deck, but I think we'll just pull one of those at the end with the hard truths. Spirit, tell me more about these shadow aspects that Capricorn needs to get rid of. And excuse me. They don't want me to tell you. Oh my gosh. Somebody didn't. This inauthenticity energy that's, like I said, there's something about your worthiness. Somebody once upon a time could have told you that you weren't shit. I know I got told that many times in my life, but here we are, babe. Here we are. Not giving a fuck. Yeah, okay, so here's the truth. There's some type of truth that that you need to change your perspective about some type of defeat, some type of loss at the last minute, and realize that it was actually for your betterment here. And to be ready for an opportunity that you've put work into. Gotta have the perspective change, Capricorn. I think like I said, there's some clarity. There's some type of deception that we realize. Probably about this limiting belief that we're unworthy of all the great things. There's infinite possibilities. And here they come. Here they come with the Page of Coins here. Page of Pentacles. Just focus on your goals. Nobody can, what I'm hearing is don't ask people like for advice about things that they've never done. Okay? And definitely don't take advice from somebody that they haven't been where you're going. Spirit, what else for Capricorn? What else for Capricorn? What else for Capricorn? Okay, first we have, yeah. Okay, this opportunity is not going to come in. There's going to be a delay if you don't get rid of this doubt. The longer that you hold on to this stuff, I feel like the more careless that you're going to get with your decisions, your emotions. And that's happening currently. Spirit, what is headed towards Capricorn? It's headed towards Capricorn. Okay, progress. Love to see it. Yes, and from the release. You're putting it down. I love to see it. At least, progress, not perfection. At least we're finding that we have choices, that we're getting rid of those self-imposed limitations. We also have the Seven of Pentacles as well. So we're looking back and seeing that, like, once again, that whatever type of loss that we have, whether it's a connection, whether it's, a job, fit it how it needs to go. But we're remembering how powerful we actually are and that we are worthy. Doesn't matter how somebody else treated us. Doesn't matter about, like, you're the only one that can get you to where you want to go. You heard me? You heard me? Spirit, anything else for Capricorn coming up here? And then we'll get some clarifiers. And then we're going to get into the nitty gritty. Oh, there we go. And we're going to get into the nitty gritty. We're going to call you out, basically. But it's for your good, okay? Okay, with stability, we have the Emperor out here. That's Aries energy. But the Devil, that's your energy. So, like, with it being upside down in this situation, like, that's you standing in your power, especially next to the Emperor. That's having the foundation, owning your space with confidence, regaining control and having, that divine masculine energy. It doesn't have to be gender specific. Yeah, over these doubts. There could be a thing around, like, something superficial. Yeah, this low self-esteem. You better quit that. Quit that. All right. Well, there's Aquarius energy. There's the Fool on the bottom of the deck. Let's see here. Spirit, tell me more. Okay, once again with the Knight of Swords, he's normally very fast-paced energy. Knights and pages are normally some type of message. Okay, we have a lot of different energy that's going on here. Okay, I think we made a reckless decision and it created some type of false start, but we're learning how to move beyond this. The Emperor sits in the Chariot here, and there's two Sphinx down at the bottom, which are your shadow and your light aspects of yourself. So the ego and self. Spirit consciousness right here. And then we also have the Five of Swords. Which is normally those folks like walking away. So I think, like I said, we're just making forward movement as your advice. Seeing how life is working for you and not to you. Yes, having that higher wisdom with the High Priestess out here. Listening to Mama Jules when she's telling you good advice. How to release this shit so that way you can manifest all the greatest things in your life. All the greatest things. That's all I want for you. I'm here for you, babe. Here for you, guys and gals. Spirit, what else can you tell me? Okay. Could have been dealing with a fire sign. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or definitely could have been some type of third-party interaction with a wandering eye. Yes. Okay. But it's popped off this transformation and now we are single out here. Dang, this is what's coming in for you now that you've released whatever connection this was. Hello, we got Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Yeah, you got yourself out of this little interaction here. And then we also have Scorpio energy with the Death. That was all on the bottom of the deck. With the Page of Cups in reverse and then the King of Wands. So we're regaining confidence after some type of probably immature, manipulative like connection. And like I said, it probably had something to do, there was some type of third party. Doesn't have to be another person necessarily, but it looks like there's a new offer that's coming in though with the Knight. And like I said, it's going to bring some type of transformation. Could be with the Scorpio. And they see you out here looking fine. Fine as wine. Okay. Okay, pop off, Capricorn. Pop off, babe. Alright, we're going to pick these up. We're going to get an archetype. I got to get this big old deck out. Okay, gotta get the big guns out and I gotta get the hard truths out. We will end it with that. I'm gonna be doing your love reading soon. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell so that way you know whenever my readings post, because at the end of the month, if you put your name and a money bag sign down in the comment section, you will be entered in to win a free reading. It's a little Merry Christmas and, you know, my way to say thank you to you for being a part of my community and being engaged and just to show you how much I love you. So, okay, let's get an archetype. This is also brand new. This is the Kim Kranz deck. She's a artist. She's a psychologist. She's also like studied a lot of different religions and occult knowledge. So anywhere from shamanism to Buddhism to all this stuff. Okay. Now I know a lot of archetypes, but I don't know all 100 of them. So we're going to have to whip into the book here. Okay, we do have Kairos at the bottom, which is some type of alternate use of time. It's not Chronos. Chronos is the time construct that we live in right now, like chronological. This is the subconscious time here. Okay, Anima Mundi. Oh, this one's going to be way in the back here. Let's see. Kairos. Literally the last one. Okay. Ooh, this is deep. Well, because I study Carl Jung quite a bit, so anima and animus are basically masculine, feminine in his world. So this is, with Mundi, it's soul of the world, all that is. It epitomizes the principle, accept all, reject none. That's right, because if you look into non-duality, we're all of the same, so might be something to look into. Look into non-duality. It'll help you have a lot more love and tolerance for other people around you, because you realize that they are you. So, tending to the sacred details of life. So, cool. This card indicates an initiation on the level of the soul. You will awaken the unique light within and witness how this light contributes to the radiance of the entire universe. That is definitely what I'm getting here. Completeness. Love to see it. Gnosis is just knowing. You might have some type of inner knowing that's going on here. Because being agnostic is mean without knowledge. So this is having some type of inner knowledge here. And then we also have apocalypsis. Apocalypsis, huh? There we go, removing the veil of deception. And that is why we always talk about the shadow aspects, which we did bring that up earlier. It was this inauthenticity and these feelings of shame and doubt. By the way, I'm literally in the middle of making a workshop over fear, shame, and guilt. So we're going to get all of the collective consciousness through these lower levels. So that way we can all be in a heart-centered place, because I feel like we need that in the world here. Okay. So removing the veil, lifting the veil, the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The unknown becomes known, see with that gnosis here as well, and guides the way. Make sure not to slip into any type of nihilism, hopelessness, but yeah. There's definitely, like I said, it's super important for you to get that, like, really look at the undeserving thing. Go back to your childhood and see, like, what belief system was written to where I had a lot of abandonment wounds. I also have a lot of betrayal wounds. And I have to stay aware all the time, because my subconscious likes to trip up and put me into survival. The ego is nothing but the protector, and I lived in pure survival and pure chaos for many, many years. Honestly, it wasn't until about probably 7 years ago, 8 years ago, that I started my healing journey, and still took a fuck ton of lessons to get to where I'm at right now. Hard lessons. Spirit, tell me about Capricorn. What hard truth do they need to know? Boundaries. Well, that'll do it. I mean, if you have porous boundaries, then, you know, we have that martyrdom complex, like the chasing, the anxious attachment. We're trying to seek validation through everything that's outside of us whenever we need to cultivate it within us. Remember the infinite self and the new direction. Hello? Yeah, reckless. Here you go. So you could definitely be putting yourself into dangerous situations. It says you're acting like you don't care and waiting for it to crash and burn. Be warned, it's easier to change course now than to clean up the mess later on. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a good alchemy moment. I've literally burnt my life to the ground just so that way I could get to the other side. That is a subconscious pattern that I had to recognize within myself. Like, we can just back away. We don't have to burn everything to the ground just to get, like, the feeling and the rush, the fact that, like, you can overcome it. Because, you know, not every time. Like, you could really fuck some shit up by burning it to the ground. You know, like, loss is never good. So, yeah. Look, risk versus reward and perspective on the bottom of the deck here. Yeah. The risk outweighs the potential rewards. Be realistic when weighing the pros and cons. Like I was just saying that. Focusing on details is causing you to miss the broader context. That was that eagle view that I was talking about. How, you know, we have this like tunnel vision about that unworthiness here. Oh, we feel like, yeah, you're afraid of being judged somehow. And so it's creating you're moving in some type of disingenuous way. Don't do that. We are not afraid, Capricorn. We are not afraid. Spirit, what else? Anything else for Capricorn? Okay. Ancient history. There you go. Focusing on the present is more productive and will support the changes you wish to see. There's no reason to, once again, there's that necessary ending. It had to happen, Capricorn. Had to happen. Like I said, this was the year of the snake. The things that no longer serve you, the things that can't go with you into 2026, had to go. It was the universe's way of being like, bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. So anyway, this is what I have for you. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. So that way, like I said, you know whenever the readings post. And that way you'll also know who the winner is of the free reading as well. So I love you so much, Capricorn, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.